Hello and welcome back to Z Gamers. Today we'll be talking about the Dragon Ball Super timeline. I'm here with Novastar and Dishonored Warrior. Let's get started. So, Dishonored Warrior, what is your ideas on the whole Dragon Ball Super?
Well, I think it's going to be great, first of all. And one of the things that really caught my eye was the intro. One of my favorite parts was, where he kind of just transformed from like Super Saiyan, and then it kind of
He wasn't
had like a little.
He wasn't Super Saiyan, I'd say. He was in his base form, then he just flashed it automatically.
Yeah, just kind of flashed like
Super Saiyan God.
It's a little tease of Super Saiyan God, just to show you that it's going to be in the series and how much.
When I first thought that, I'm sorry to interrupt you. When I first saw that, I was like, how are they going to fit this into the show?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that kind of believes me to believe that this is, this is an alternate timeline. To know that, like, when they first seen Battle of the Gods, we had Bulma's birthday party
at her house,
and
now it's on a
with
cruise ship.
Vegeta dancing to the Bingo song.
Yes.
Bingo.
Okay, that was funny.
I'd have to say that was my favorite part of the movie.
God, it's just like one of the most, best scenes where it makes Vegeta look like a complete idiot.
Toriyama ruining characters rep since Gohan.
Oh yeah.
The Great Saiyaman!
Great Saiyaman.
Oh yeah.
That's really disappointing.
He turned into Captain Ginyu.
God, what was his other name? It's like the golden hair boy?
The Golden Fighter.
Golden Fighter.
But he wasn't a wuss in that one. Like, he wasn't prancing around. He was actually doing actual stuff. He wasn't prancing around with a cape, saying his name and dancing.
Yeah, okay. We should get back to Super.
Yeah, we should probably get back to Super.
Okay.
Bob, how do you think that the timeline's going to go? How do you think they're going to incorporate it, considering in one of the episodes we saw Beerus talking about a Super Saiyan God?
Yeah, it seemed at first like they were trying to retell the Super Saiyan Gods Battle of the Gods movie.
Yeah.
But in Super, which making in a timeline sense, it's kind of weird.
It interferes.
It interferes.
When you think about it, some of the other movies, for example, Cooler's Revenge, it couldn't have taken place anytime within the timeline, and Vegeta was already Super Saiyan in that. So, I mean, for all we know, they could be doing the same thing with the movies.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it could have been in the timeline where...
But
they're doing what they did with the Batman Superman movie. They had their own movie about it in the animated series, but then they redid it in the Superman animated series.
Yeah.
So that could be what they're doing right now. And a lot of things from the show differs from the movie.
Yeah, like the aforementioned boat instead of at their house.
Yeah, or the fact that Beerus was asleep, then woke up after dreaming about the Super Saiyan God.
He dreamt about the Super Saiyan God in the movie.
He didn't. Yeah, he jumped in the Super Saiyan God movie,
and they had the Oracle Fish again.
Yeah, they had the Oracle Fish, but he had gone to sleep and dreamt about it in the movie, and then the Oracle Fish had confirmed it in the show.
The Oracle Fish had forgotten about it.
He had forgotten about it, when in the movie he didn't, I believe.
Yeah, he said, "Oh yeah, I remember.
God.
It's the Super Saiyan God."
And he didn't have to blow up a planet just to remember what it was called.
Yeah, and let's see, in the Battle of the Gods movie, you saw him like going through all the planets and blowing them up, trying to remember.
No, not in the movie.
I thought I remember that.
No,
that was in the movie. That was in the TV show. In the movie, he
that?
had woken up from a sleep, and Whis had showed him a thing on his staff of Goku transforming to a Super Saiyan after he found out Frieza had been killed.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
Dishonored Warrior, what is your ideas on this?
The
whole fitting it into the timeline, at least.
Well, I don't know. Trying to fit it into the timeline, it kind of seems that they kind of like went off track now since of, just like little things that seem from Battle of the Gods to Super. And, we don't know. And, like, what is going to happen? I mean, if it's just going to be the same thing happening, or is it a different location? It's out on sea. There's going to be different battles than the one of Battle of the Gods.
And obviously, they're going to be dragged out a lot more for more screen time than the 2-minute version in the movie.
Now, I wanted to, what if Vidal's pregnant? Is she pregnant in this?
They're actually married.
But are they pregnant?
I'd say they have to be, considering in the movie. I don't think they wouldn't
They-
put that in there because
they
how is
weren't-
Goku going to transform to Super Saiyan God? Because it takes 5 Saiyans
And then to transfer their power into the
one.
six.
But
Yeah.
Into the
without
six.
Pan, that's only Goten, Trunks, Vegeta, Gohan, Goku. You still need one more Saiyan. There's no other Saiyan.
Does this mean that Dragon Ball GT
Well,
still
unless they
comes
find,
after
like,
Super?
This is
I
kind
don't
of
know.
Although
Okay.
GT is still non-canon.
GT's non-canon, but in one of the games, they are saying it's another universe.
Yeah.
And I don't really
In-
think Battle of Gods or Fakaf no F or any of the other movies that just came out, especially the only movies that came out, would be another timeline. I honestly think that it's all one, but they're just trying to incorporate it in.
Well,
Considering they flashed in our faces.
yeah.
yeah.
But still, with the differences between Battle of the Gods and the new Dragon Ball Super episode, the differences between them, it seems like it would make it seem like that it's
It's a translation.
or I was gonna say like that the movie was in a different universe than the Super.
It could have been. I mean, for all we know, it could have been a different timeline or universe.
Or,
but, I mean,
or if this is just a theory, but what if, somehow miraculously Bulma's party gets canceled and, something happens and then they have to go play it on land. And then that's the Battle of the Gods.
Or see, I was thinking that too, but they already have a bingo tournament set up on the ship.
In the
Yes, but what if something,
But
happened?
they were nowhere near Capsule Corp to do that, though.
in the movie, people knew what the final prize is, but in the show, it's kept a secret.
Yeah.
So, I'm guessing it's going to be the Dragon Balls, considering that's what it was in the movie.
It has to be, and the only way that they could find out if it was Super Saiyan God was is if the first prize was the Dragon Balls. And I love how they did this, because in the first episode, they show Goku leaving to King Kai's planet to go train, which would explain why he was there in the first place in the movie.
Yeah, exactly. That makes sense.
It makes a lot more sense, which I still feel bad for the fact that they didn't really explain much about King Kai.
Yeah.
Like why they wanted to hide. They explained some of it, but not enough of it to at least satisfy me.
Yeah, because, what if there's people who are coming to Super because it's been 20 years since Z ended, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been 20 years since the last episode of Dragon Ball Z. If we're not including GT, which I know we're not including GT in this.
Yeah, I think... Do we all agree that we're not going to include it?
Well, we could, but not in this one. I think in a later episode we could possibly say, will there be an episode where they go to this different universe? Because in the movie, at the end of the movie in Battle of Gods, Beerus says to Goku, I am the God Destruction of this universe. There are 12 universes in total.
Yeah.
So, for all we know, GT could be one of those universes and say when they're training, if they even drag Fakaf no F because they train with Whis,
Yeah.
they drag in the whole, okay, part of your training is go to this other universe and fight other U's.
Okay.
What if they drag GT into this and they had that whole BS with Super Saiyan 4 against the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, or just Super Saiyan?
Well, if it is if that does, then
It
people
forces
saying
it to be canon.
four is better than God. People are saying that,
I don't think so. I think the pink fur is a bit
but
too fabulous for my taste.
But we don't know this yet because Toriyama
Is
is not
keeping
giving us any
secret.
information about how
Except-
powerful this form is. But
That-
hopefully, in the next few episodes,
They
of
explain.
Super,
Well, then again, you can't. They can't sense a god's entity. They can't.
A god is a deities, and
They can't sense their energy.
only other gods can
Can sense
sense.
their-
Yeah,
so
Which explains how King Kai and the Supreme Kais could have easily felt them
but
coming.
Goku was completely in the dark about it until he
Mhm.
overheard King Kai.
Which I love in the movie how King
Oh.
Kai's trying to pass it off like beer. Oh yeah, Lord Beers, best beers around.
So then, who could discover the god power? It would be the gods. Would it be Kami?
No, because Kami wasn't a god technically. He
Okay.
was just the guardian of Earth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then skip that. So we have the Kais. We have the Supreme Kais who can sense that.
Yeah, the Supreme Kais, which brings me to the next thing I'd like to talk about, because it actually comes back into Dragon Ball Z. But the Supreme Kais, the Grand Kai, and the King Kais.
Yeah,
Because the ranks go Hell, Heaven, Snake Way, King Kai planets, Grand Kai planets, Supreme Kai planets. And the Supreme Kais look over everything else. So anyone in those ranks from Kai planets above could easily sense the entities. And I guess above the Supreme Kai worlds is the world where gods live.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, now back to the whole Kai thing about what would lead me to the next thing I'd like to talk about is Elder Kai said in Dragon Ball that he got trapped in the Z Sword, which for those of you that be watching this video and do not know about what happened was Gohan pulled the Z Sword out of a rock on the Supreme Kai planet. After training with it, Goku came. They threw a giant rock of metal or thing of metal.
Something.
Strongest metal. I remember
something
the name.
with a Z, I think.
Kachink. The metal was Kachink.
Are you sure?
I am positive. I know that by heart.
That sounds like the sound it would make if, like, in the old Batman movies, they hit each other.
Yeah.
Blam!
Kachink. But it was actually Kachink. And Goku... No, Supreme Kai threw it. No, it was Goku. Goku threw it, and when Gohan went to slice it, the entire sword cracked in half. Not down the center, but to the side of it. And next thing they know, Elder Kai was released. And in one of the episodes, Elder Kai says that it was actually Beerus that put him in the sword.
In one of the newer episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, why would he do this? This is another thing I was wondering. Why would Beerus put Elder Kai into the Z-Sword unless Elder Kai tried to stop him from destroying a world?
Well, either that or Beerus was just pissed off and wanted to put him in a sword.
He does have a bad temper.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he destroys worlds for fun. Why not
Like
stick
in the second
stick?
episode, he was like, "It tastes good, but it is greasy, so I'll only destroy half your planet." Ding, half the planet destroyed.
Yeah, that's kind of like that defies
Well,
physics.
it does defy physics for the fact of
You
the
can
core. The core is completely open.
And
I'm only going to destroy half your planet, therefore causing the other half
Half
to be destroyed.
Then again, this is Toriyama, and some of his writing doesn't even really go together.
This
Looking at
is
the manga,
Japan.
It's Japan, but actually Toriyama's story writing, if you look at some of his other work,
Yeah.
the stories really don't flow together. And I'm amazed that Dragon Ball actually flows together.
yeah,
Yeah.
It flows actually perfectly considering everything.
Well, considering if you have all the different things, like...
But I think we have to give consideration to Toriyama working with the screenwriters for all the filler episodes.
Yeah, but there's so many inconsistencies with the movies and the TV shows.
Yeah, like timeline-wise.
The Battle of the Gods versus Dragon Ball Super.
Or for Kappa No F, are they even going to include Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, and I'm pretty sure they are.
They're probably
Akira Toriyama made Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, which again, BS name. It should have been.
Should we just
Saiyan
call
God.
it our own name?
We should
for,
just call
for copyrights.
for the redhead Super Saiyan God,
Saiyan God.
Saiyan God. For the blue-haired Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God.
Thank you, TFS.
It makes
Thank you.
It makes much more sense doing that way.
Thank you, TFS.
And everybody who loves DBZ.
Yeah, thank you. 'Cause
Hopefully we can...
I know we're not the only ones that was completely ticked off about the fact that it's such a mouthful. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku.
Yeah, that's...
And
pretty-
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta.
Yeah.
And then every other character. Like, you have to have a list.
You
Here's
have...
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Super Saiyan
I
God,
hope-
Super
I
Saiyan
hope-
Gohan.
Oh
Like,
god, no. Imagine that. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan's Great Saiyan Man.
Oh god. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Great Saiyaman.
But, yeah.
So...
No.
I think we should, like, save, like, anything else for a later date, but...
I do want to keep talking about the fact of how they're going to mix Fakaf no F into this. Because that is a movie too.
Well,
And after Battle of Gods, it happens after Battle of Gods.
It does have... Well, I don't think after the Battle of Gods.
It has to, because in the beginning of the movie, and this is not a spoiler to anyone who hasn't seen the movie, they are training with Whis.
Yeah,
And
that's,
the
people
gas.
know because the Wii symbol on his shirt.
Yeah,
And-
It just
Yeah.
looks stupid.
It's not so much stupid. I just think they should put a little bit more detail into it.
Yes.
It's a glorified... It's like a circle a kindergartner tried to make.
Yes. Let's be honest here. It is a glorified circle.
The kindergarten trying to make a circle. Is this a circle?
No, that's a Japanese symbol.
For what? Whis?
I don't know, but in Xenoverse, literally Goku's Z-Soul is Whis, you're stepping in poo.
What?
Yes.
I think we should save this for a later date.
We probably
At least to talk about it in Xenoverse, yes, save it for a later date. But I'm still curious about, are they going to put this into Dragon Ball Super?
They probably will, but they probably introduce it and then I don't know, continue the revival of F.
No, I think what would be actually a pretty cool thing is if they do the Battle of Gods thing basically in Dragon Ball Super, if like right after Whis offers Goku and Vegeta, hey, would you guys like to come train on the planet of the gods? Because I'm going to call it Planet of the Gods because it doesn't really have a specific name. It's not even a planet; it's like a platform. The platform of the gods.
Yeah.
Would you like to come train with me and Beerus and be trained by us on the platform of the Battle of the Gods? Battle of the Gods. Platform of the gods.
Yes.
And if they do that, then that would easily lead up to the fact of Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan.
Mm-hmm. And, we haven't even seen the transformation, like the first transformation, like, mastering it.
Yeah.
So far.
So they're probably going to put in an episode where they see him training to become a Super Saiyan God.
If they're going to do this, they might do it like they did Dragon Ball Z and have it be like a really short. They're not going to actually extend the whole training session. Because like King Kai's planet, they really shortened it up, and there was a lot of filler with the Snake Way, Goku running on Snake Way, just the random things, Goku falling into hell, meeting Gaz and Mez.
Yeah, we're probably gonna say. I have another thing, but we could probably save this for a later date and talk about it. How about more about if they can transform into a Super Saiyan, like use Super Saiyan 2 powers.
Yeah, Super Saiyan 2 or Super Saiyan 3 as Super Saiyan God.
Yeah. Well, I mean Vegeta. He hasn't even reached 3 yet.
What if that's like 3?
Yeah, what if he got the Super Saiyan 3?
Does that since Vegeta does become Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan?
Could he have unlocked Super Saiyan 3? That's another thing they don't explain for Kappa No F.
Well,
yeah, but
he got more. He was more powerful.
He's not even unlocked Super Saiyan God yet. So
yes, he has.
He has. He has.
Yeah, it's because he has Super Saiyan
God Super Saiyan.
We're calling it Super Saiyan God, remember?
Yeah, Super Saiyan God.
But I think we should,
we should stick to the original names instead of going off what we think it should be called.
Okay, when we're talking about the actual things like in movies or games, we'll call it Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. But if we're just talking about our own little things, we're going to talk Super Saiyan God.
Okay.
So, to wrap this all up, basically, I think that Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, it will be in the Dragon Ball Super.
Sometime now or later.
I think they're going to do it in a later season, honestly. That is my own personal opinion. I don't think it's a different timeline with the movies. I mean, there is speculation about the other movies, but I do not think it's going to do that. I think they're just going to entwine them.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Nova?
So far with the show, it's been pretty similar to Battle of the Gods. So.
And they explained a lot what was happening before Battle of Gods.
Yeah, it did.
They got the animation right.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you, freaking Toei Animation, for actually making it good animation.
Somewhat watchable.
Not so much watchable. It is good animation. It is straight from the video game graphics, how they are when they're cartoon graphics.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is some stuff that we can talk about at a later date in other theory videos.
Well, I think that's all the time we have for this, right, guys?
Yeah.
We should probably end.
Alright. So.
Okay.
Alright. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.